Debbie Wasserman Schultz is about to know the true meaning of consequences.
With the permission of, through the investigation, and we'll return the equipment. But until that's accomplished, I can't return the equipment.
I think you're violating the rules when you conduct your business that way, and should expect that there would be consequences.
Schultz's former IT staffer, Imran Awan, and Awan's wife, Hina, may have already been offered an immunity deal from federal prosecutors that will allow the Awans to go into detail regarding exactly what Wasserman Schultz is desperately hiding.
The fact that this wife is coming back from Pakistan and is willing to face charges, as it were, I think there's a good chance that she's going to receive some type of immunity to tell a larger story here that's going to be pretty disturbing to the American people. And it's always ironic to me that when you see these kinds of things happen, where you have someone that has nefarious or certainly not the best interest of America within the IT system of the United States Congress, and they're being paid by a member of Congress, it's really pretty frightening. I mean,
and the former head of the Democratic National Committee, we might point out, who was forced out in disgrace.
Yeah.
Enough, though, the plot gets even stranger from there. A new report by Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller News Foundation reveals that Awan actually had a second account with access to the House network. That account was still active as of yesterday, potentially providing Awan secret access to the House network, the very same network, as we just said, he was banned from as a security risk. The secondary email is linked to another House staffer who specializes in intel issues and works for House Intelligence Committee member Andre Carson. Whoa.
Luke Rosiak of the Daily Caller reported now indicted former congressional IT aide Imran Awan allegedly routed data from numerous House Democrats to a secret server. Awan had access to all emails and office computer files of 45 members of Congress. The fear among members that Awan could release embarrassing information if they cooperated with prosecutors could explain why the Democrats have refused to acknowledge the cybersecurity breach publicly or criticize the suspects. Data was also backed up to Dropbox in huge quantities. Congressional offices are prohibited from using Dropbox, so an unofficial account was used, meaning Awan could have still had access to the data even though he was banned from the congressional network. The Awans and Imran's brothers, Abid and Jamal, collectively earned at least $4 million as IT staff for the Democrats from 2009 to 2017, each earning $160,000 a year for what many had deemed as no-show work. The Awans would return to Pakistan for months at a time and continue to be paid. Capitol Police revoked the Awans' access to the congressional IT system due to a major breach of data, including the files and emails of dozens of congressmen, many serving on the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence and the House Committee on Foreign Affairs. Access requiring security clearances that were likely forged. Wasserman Schultz and other Democrats have accused the Capitol Police of being motivated by Islamophobia, but the Awans are rightfully being investigated over charges of tax fraud, bankruptcy fraud, insurance fraud, and extortion. In fact, the Awans dug a hole so deep with fraud, they will have to spill everything regarding former DNC Chair Schultz and the other Democrats involved in the criminal fleecing and breach of national security of American taxpayers. John Bound reporting.
Connecting the dots. The case of Imran Awan. 2004. Imran Awan, a Pakistani citizen, begins working at the House as a shared employee in IT with top-secret clearance. Imran hires his wife, 2 brothers, sister-in-law, and 2 friends as IT employees with top-secret clearance for various House Democratic lawmakers with extremely inflated salaries, making $4 million between them. Over time, the group was paid for running IT for as many as 80 Democratic lawmakers' offices, including Homeland Security, Foreign Affairs, and the Intelligence Committee. The group was rarely seen at any congressional staff meetings. 21 burglaries of congressional offices were reported during this time. January 18th. Imran wires $283,000 to Pakistan. His lawyer says it was for a property he was purchasing. Around this time, Imran's stepmother calls police reporting she's being held hostage by her stepsons, threatening to abduct her family in Pakistan if she didn't give them access to her offshore bank accounts. February 2nd. The family is put under a criminal investigation for double charging the house for IT equipment and for transferring secure data from the house network to an off-site location. They are banned from house servers by Capitol Hill Police. All offices that employed Imran, except Debbie Wasserman Schultz, ended their relationship with him. Debbie Wasserman Schultz kept Imran on as an advisor. February. Imran's brother borrows money from a reported associate of Hezbollah to start a car dealership. Imran abruptly moves from his rental home, leaving the new tenant to find smashed routers, hard drives, and laptops. He turned them over to the FBI. Imran frantically liquidates multiple real estate properties. March. Awan's wife and children flee to Pakistan. Airport security finds $12,000 in cash in their luggage, but they are allowed to continue on their way. July 24th. Imran tries to flee to Pakistan but is arrested at the airport on bank fraud charges. He's accused of taking out a home equity loan on a rental house, falsely claiming it was his primary residence, and that the money would be used for home improvements. Real estate photos do not show any improvements were made, and the money went to Pakistan instead. Debbie Wasserman Schultz fires Imran. August 1st. Congress members request a briefing from the Capitol Hill Police regarding the investigation. September 1st. Awan's scheduled hearing.